Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm excited to introduce our topic, the silent language, how truffles communicate with their hosts. In this presentation, we'll explore the fascinating world of underground communication and discover how these remarkable fungi interact with their environment. We'll look at the methods they use and what makes their communications so unique. So, let's dive in and uncover the mysteries of this silent language. Beneath the forest floor, silence is often misunderstood. It's not just empty or still, it's an illusion. In reality, truffles live within a complex underground network where sound isn't the primary way they communicate. Instead, they rely on chemical signals. These signals replace sound and visibility, creating a hidden world of constant exchange. Through mycorrhizal connections, which are like underground highways, they share sugars, minerals, and molecular messages with their host trees. This ongoing dialogue is vital. It regulates their growth, ensures their survival, and maintains a delicate balance in the ecosystem. What's fascinating is that the truffle doesn't stand alone. It thrives through relationships. It depends on connection, precision, and patience. In a world that often values noise and speed, truffles remind us that influence can be quiet but powerful, shaping outcomes long before they're visible. They teach us that sometimes, the most profound processes happen beneath the surface, in silence, yet with immense impact. Let's talk about how truffles communicate through chemistry. Instead of words or signals like we might imagine, they use volatile compounds, hormones, and nutrients as signals. These molecular messages are picked up by trees, microbes, and animals, guiding their interactions. What's fascinating is that this communication isn't controlled by a central command. Instead, it emerges naturally from the chemistry itself. There's no boss giving orders, yet balance and cooperation still happen. The truffle survives by being adaptable and fluent in this language, not by exerting force. This molecular language turns scarcity into opportunities for collaboration, showing us that value isn't something to be extracted, but something to be co-created through these shared signals. It's a beautiful example of how cooperation can flourish without control, simply through communication at the molecular level. Let's talk about how mycorrhizal networks connect entire forests. These underground networks act like a communication system, allowing resources and information to flow between trees, fungi, and other soil organisms. It's like a vast, interconnected web where every part plays a role. Truffles, as part of this network, participate in this collective intelligence. They help reinforce the resilience and adaptability of the forest ecosystem. What might seem rare or isolated at first glance is actually part of a deeply interconnected system. This interconnectedness shows us that success in nature often comes from cooperation and mutual support, not domination. The truffle thrives because it respects these interdependent relationships, highlighting a beautiful balance within the forest. So, in essence, what we see as rare or unique is often part of a larger, well-connected community working together for mutual benefit. This idea of a forest-wide conversation underscores the importance of interdependence in nature. As we look at this slide, I want to emphasize that technology alone cannot command truffles. While irrigation, data, and planning certainly help us in the process, ultimately, nature is the one in charge. Truffles are inherently unpredictable, and that unpredictability teaches us a lot about humility. We have to accept that we can't fully control or predict where or when they will appear. This resistance to control actually plays a vital role in protecting ecosystems from exploitation. When we succeed in working with truffles, it's about listening carefully, observing what's happening around us, and adapting our approach accordingly. With truffles, the idea of control shifts toward respect for the environment, for the species, and for the natural balance. This slide reminds us that trying to dominate nature often backfires, and that true success comes from humility and respect. The truffle is more than just a delicacy. It actually offers us a valuable lesson in sustainability, patience, and dialogue. When we think about its rarity, it's important to understand that it's earned through a careful balance, not sheer scale or abundance. In our fast-paced world, the truffle serves as a reminder that what grows unseen, what takes time and quiet effort, often has the greatest impact on the world around us. It's about appreciating those subtle, often invisible processes that shape our environment and our lives. This silent language of the truffle teaches us that patience and balance are essential, and that meaningful dialogue, whether with nature or each other, requires listening and understanding beyond what is immediately visible. Ultimately, it encourages us to slow down and recognize the value in what's not always in plain sight.